G'day guys, DYLIEDOG here. Now in today's video, we will be taking a look at Google reviews about our favourite game in Apex Legends. But let's take a look at what the Apex community think about the game. So I'm sure we'll see some great suggestions, poor grammar, and overall just a bunch of complaints about the Spitfire. Well, that's my biggest complaint anyway, so let's get into it. Let's start the video with a 5-star review and we'll work our way into the juicy ones at the end. So first off, we'll start with Owen, who was given 5 stars and has said, personally I think that Apex Legends is a very well developed game with tons of interesting components. Unlike many Battle Royale games, Apex only has trios. The character selection is amazing and allows players to choose which legend they want. Now I do think this is a lot of people's opinion when it comes to Apex Legends, and I do agree that the character selection is one of the best in any game. But now let's move into another 5-star review from Omar, which reads that he's been a Dota player for 7 years, and his little bro suggested to play one game, and I played one night, and boy, it's an amazing, beautiful game. I played for 4 straight days, taking off 2 days to go to hospital, tackling anger issues from my wife. Okay, that's a bit weird to bring that up in a Google review, but anyway. It's entertaining and requires a lot of skill. Among all other Battle Royales like PUBG and Fortnite, I found this one to be perfect. Well, I don't exactly understand what he's talking about his wife here. I don't know if he's beating up his wife or his wife's beating up him. It's a bit strange, but anyway, I hope that all works out for you, Omar. Sorry for that little downer there, guys. Well, I guess we'll move on to this review now from Kieran. And I've read through this 3-star review, but to be honest, it seems like there's just a bunch of negative comments. But anyway, he says, not really a balanced game and doesn't really respond well to the community. Graphics are very poor and a lot of content comes from Titanfall, which makes sense, but the number of Titanfall content in Apex makes it seem lazy. The map designs are very lazy and bland. It feels like every location is very similar and underwhelming. I mean, Kieran, why did you give this a 3-star review if you don't even like the game? I mean, I don't mind the criticism, but just leave a 1-star review and move on, bro. Move on to a different game. Now let's move into this review from Alex, which says, the best Battle Royale I've ever played, the worst servers, spent 30 trying to get an heirloom, but that turns out to be just random. You could get one in your first pack, or you could get one in the 1000th. Wish I could give this game a 5, it deserves it, but they should be charging money for downloads or something so they can hire people to work out bugs and fix servers. Now first of all, I do agree with a lot of what Alex has said. The best Battle Royale I can agree with. The worst servers, well at the moment I can agree with that. But when he does say that he spent $30, I assume, on an heirloom and didn't get one, like dude, $30, try about $200, then I think you can have a slight issue. And about charging people money for updates, man, don't give EA any ideas because I do not want to pay for DLC for this game. Now this 2-star review from Oral, I think a lot of people can relate to. So 2 stars because one of the best Battle Royales out there, but the team who released this game doesn't care about fixing the problems. For example, you won't hear an enemy coming until it starts shooting at you from half a meter in your back. Another is hearing enemies from extremely far distances, everyone will go to the fight, and it will be a clown fiesta. Man, this guy is spitting absolute facts. But I think everyone can agree with this game, that is probably one of the best Battle Royales. But how many times have you been killed in the back by someone who is half a meter away and you got no audio on them? Oral, sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, bro, but this is a good review. Now this absolutely blew my mind, this review from Chris. Now not so much the first point, but the second point is extremely stupid in my opinion. So I'll just read the second point here. They put at the time, I believe was a madman until I noticed, this sounds like Nazi talk, so I stopped playing. A week ago I researched the character and he basically has a Nazi background. They wouldn't try to hide the fact that he's a Nazi and fitted him with Nazi gear. I'm all for it. Now look through his review, this is all it was, and he doesn't mention what character this is or what he's even talking about here. So I'm extremely confused about what Chris is actually talking about here. Now the reason why I find this so strange and kind of stupid is because the Apex dev team are probably one of the most progressive dev teams for a video game that I've ever seen. So believe me, man, they would never have a Nazi legend in the game. Sorry, but this was a terrible review. But now guys, I've saved the best till last. Now, this personally was my favorite review that I was able to find, and probably because I think everyone has wanted to ask this question to EA. Now the person who wrote this review is named TJ, and I have to say, bro, I respect what you're trying to do here, but you can't give a 1-star review for this. So TJ has said, all my son wanted was an heirloom, so we tried spending money to get it and it didn't work. We reached out to EA Games and asked for 1 heirloom for Octane. Their only response was, sorry, we can't help you. I know this is a special request, but he's 7 and wants a digital reward for a game he spent over $150 on and counting. They just said, I've checked with the team, I'm really sorry, we aren't able to add any heirloom. Now TJ, mate, I understand your son wants an heirloom. Believe me, I've heard a lot of people asking for an heirloom. But EA are not simply going to give you an heirloom. Like man, let's say your son gets an heirloom for free, just by simply asking. Then you know what's going to happen? Everyone is going to ask EA to get a free heirloom. So man, I respect the hustle, but you can't give a 1-star review to Apex Legends because EA won't give you a free heirloom. I mean, that's kind of stupid. Alright guys, now just remember, it just was a funny video, and no hate against the people who wrote these reviews, but leave a comment down below of which review was your favourite. But that is all from me guys, so make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with the daily Apex Legends content. But anyway guys, DYLIEDOG, catch us all later.